All right, that is live. Oh, I should have plugged in my battery cable first. Oh, greetings and good day. It's Christopher Fries, and here we are at Fries Forge. We're going to be forging some Viking arm rings today. This is one angle of two angles that are going to be available to view live. The other angle is available on TikTok, and if you go to my TikTok, Fries Forge, just the same as it is spelled here, you can view from the other angle, which is going to be over here at the forge. That was my idea. You could have two angles all at the same time. So that's kind of neat. I'm going to plug you in, and then we're going to go live on TikTok as well. Light. There we are. There's a Fenrir. Ben Speed Channel, how are you? I am doing well, thank you. Family is doing well-ish. Donovan has a little bit of a cold right now, so we kept him home from school. Runny nose, that kind of thing, so can't be too careful. Kept him home from school. I'm going to go live on the TikTok here now. At the same time, TikTok's going to have a nice good view of the fire. Put this right here, there we go. And there we go. TikTok says it has a good connection. Okay, that's good. How is everything over there? Are you able to see everything well, I hope? Is the connection stream good? Let's see here. Yeah, we got 5 people in. Shows live, so that's fantastic. Don't want to have that too low, but don't want to have that not, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a pretty good view. What do you think? If you'd like me to change the angle of the camera here, just let me know. Maple Tree Studios, how do? Ben Speed's channel, good view here. The whales, no problem. Excellent, that is fantastic news. Okay, so today we are going to be forging some arm rings, and the first thing I need to do is empty out this fire pot here. There we are. This is a clinker. This is glass. You can see the glass in here. You can see all kinds of stuff. That's clinker. It just restricts airflow. It's all the little bits of junk that are in the coal that don't get burned properly. There we are. I'd like to see my clinker. Good size clinker. Not bad. You can see glass in there. It's kind of neat. It means that there's a lot of impurities in this coal. Not sure they'd come out in one very nice piece. We've got some charcoal. Use that to light the fire. Make it easy on us. Some charcoal. Just rip up some of the bag here. Because it's dry. It's getting low. Everybody on YouTube, if you don't like the view, TikTok is getting a perfect view of the forge right now. And TikTok, if you don't like the view, at some point you want to see what's going on with the anvil, you can go to YouTube and there'll be another angle there. Hopefully this works out well. If it does, you can do this more. Of course, YouTube will always have the video on it. I can keep that video up forever, but this TikTok view is only available while I'm recording, because that's just how TikTok works. The lives don't get saved, unfortunately. Unfortunately. There we go. Throw some coal over top of all of that. That's not what I want. This is more coke than coal. Use the coke to start the fire. Coke is cold, it's had some of the impurities cooked off. See? Some more clinker. There we go. Now for the magic ingredient, fire. Alright. Little air. A little fire. Just like that, the fire starts going. Just keeping my foot on this pedal here because it keeps the air wide open. Might actually have too much air going. It's gonna burn it out before it gets a chance to get hot. Yeah, that was the problem. There it goes. There it goes. Now we're getting some good flame in there. Too much of a good thing. Let's see what anybody has to say here. Coal forging is amazing. Absolutely, Lily. Love this view. Excellent. You made it fantastic, Lily. There we go. Look at all the wonderful people here. We got 5 folks watching. That's great. View of the coal forge for you. Perfect view of the forge itself. And then if you want a view of the anvil, that is on my YouTube. Link is in my bio. Check on you fine folk here. YouTube world. 14 people. Hello. Leave a like, my friends. Let's take a look at all the messages. Your privilege, Chris. I'm gonna stop watching my car mods video. Your live stream. That's fantastic. Don't the Chinese steal your soul if you have TikTok downloaded on your phone? Yes, I believe they do. Fortunately, I'm ginger, so I don't have a soul. It's okay. Lily, you made it. Yes. Oops. I want to make sure that I'm focused on the anvil. Looks great from there. That's fantastic. Jim Ludwig. It's been a while. Glad to see you're up kicking, forging, as the case may be. Yes, my friend. Thank you very much. Kurt. You should move your car. Okay, then. Sounds good. So, let's got the air wide open. We want to burn through all of this lump charcoal. See all these sparks that we're getting off of here. We want to get stop. That'll stop once the charcoal has gone away. Yeah, you guys have a good view of that. Excellent. Excellent. So these are the arm rings that I am working on currently. This one is wrought iron. It's for a gentleman. This one is for the lady, and it is also wrought iron. And I was having difficulty with forging in the propane forge. Frankenforge was giving me some trouble. It's getting hot enough to melt my bricks, but not so hot that this thing is good. Wanted to forge well. So I was using now the coal forge, which is, I'm gonna go put this in. This guy is done forging for now, and this guy needs to be dressed up here, and then the ends dressed up nicely, and we will put touch marks on them, like these ones here. Here. That is a raging fire. Small work, small fire. I'm going to build up a great big fire for this. Still some charcoal in there. Push that in and break that up. Tongs I will need. Here we are. Flatbed tongs that I made. That is going to heat up. This is slowly. I need to grab glasses. I'll be right back. Let that heat up. Leave me a comment and a question and I will answer it in but a minute. Fenrir, come. All right, we have resumed. Just sorry about that. It says my signal is good, but for some reason it just dropped me off there. And God damn it! Out of the way, Pop. Armor will have a little extra character that we just put into it. The coal forge is tricky. This is why I wasn't going to do it live with the coal forge, let alone live with two cameras going at the same time and no helper. But I figured, oh, what the hell, I'll go for it. And boy, that is a costly mistake, because that's a lot of fucking burn, a lot of burnt metal right there. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can fix that. There's nothing left of the end here, like nothing left. I think that'll just go away as soon as I forge at it. Fuck. Fucking hell. What a way to start. That's just awesome. Hi. Free storage, welcome back. I just fucking destroyed my thing I was trying to work on. Trying to do a zillion things at once. God fucking damn it. Then we get to record this and everybody gets to watch this forever. It's fun. Hopefully you learned something from my failure. And I guess we will just have to make another. So congratulations. We get to watch it from start to finish instead of just the finish. So this is some wrought iron bar. And we're going to be heating this up in the coal forge. And I apologize, but I'm not going to pay as much attention to the camera as I wanted to. It's just going to have to be going. And that's how it'll have to be, because I can't afford to do that again. I just burned away hours and hours of fucking work. Shit! That is coal forging, my friends. Lose your attention for a few minutes, and it will eat your piece. I didn't think it was that hot in there. It's the right temperature. My attention just wasn't perfect. Was not. So sorry about that, Lily. Let's turn this around. There you go. You couldn't see any of that. Let me. Oh no, I can't find you the piece now. I threw it. That sucks. That sucks. There we are. We've got the forge, the anvil back in view. It was showing the wrong side. It's completely burned. So that's of no use anymore. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do to get that back. The first time, yeah, I did the same thing again. My, is that ever frustrating? Oh, I've got some new wrought iron in there. We're going to heat that up. I'm going to put my apron on. And since I am now no longer going to be just doing a little light forging, I'm going to have to do some actual heavy forging. Because this stuff you need to get hot and hit hard. Otherwise it likes to fall apart on you. So I'm going to beep beep. Also means I have to put proper shoes on instead of Crocs. Let's see what my beep beep was here. That was my, oh, there we go. Rorik, General Kenobi. How are you? Oh, I need a little more coal in this now. And a little more heat. Leave your comments or questions. I've got two views going. One view of the forge, very up and close, looks good. That is on TikTok right now. And then the view of the anvil. Why does it do this? Try again. Okay, yeah. Geez, man. YouTube, why do you do this to me? Oh, and we're probably facing backwards again. And my steel's probably going to be close to burning again. No, but it is at a decently forgeable temperature. A little on the cold side, actually. That's enough for the rot. Never let it get below bright orange, or you will break it. One thing I do need is proper footwear. They don't look like much. They work. There's 4 folk in there. And this one has a good connection, but apparently you are. Let's see if you're still going. Yeah, oh yeah, look, you're still going. That's a good thing. Go. There. Got a little warmer yet. Much. Just a little bit. Now I'm going to address the camera here. Hello, folks. Chris, you got a split. Thank you for being here. This is a secret place forbidden to outlanders. Very good, Duck. So that's famous other side of the garage. Yes! Respect the tube. Good evening. Connection problem. Yes, sorry, I'm having some difficulty with the connection here. I'm working on that now. All right. Have a good day, sir. Thank you, Duck. Okay. Connection back-ish. Let's hope. There we are. Looking wonderful now. That's perfect. That is a drop forge. You have a beverage. The custom is that you consume it. Ah. Nice high heat. It really helps the forging of this wrought iron. You can make some good progress as long as you don't ruin it, which is so easy to do. I wonder. Does mess up with this a bit though. It's starting to rain. I'm trying to keep the fire better. Should do. Taller smokestack's not usually a bad thing. That's pretty good. Turn this around and forge it that way now. That'll help keep. This is called a convenience bend. It's a bend that is convenient because it means that this part here is less likely to get burned off when I put it in the fire. Easier to do with the coal forge. You don't have to do that so much with propane. Which is why I need a new burner. Mine is being temperamental, to say the least. Go. How's that looking? Oh, let's turn you a little. There. Now you can see. This is what we're making. There's the piece in there. There's a better view on YouTube. Link is in my bio. Let's see here. Enjoy your stories. You play them to my wife. Thank you. Oh, that's fantastic. I need to make more, Rodney. Talking about connection, yeah, right? I tried to make everything as optimal as far as connection could be concerned, but we're having difficulty with that today. Little foot pedal down here opens the airflow a little bit more so I can make it get a little hotter. Bring the heat higher up. Higher up in temperature and also higher up in the fire pot. The fire pot has different layers of heat. The further down you are, the hotter it is. The further up you are, the less hot. So the more you push that flame up, the more you make the hot spot larger. And so I'm growing that hot spot up towards the steel now, nice and slow, hopefully, so that it doesn't burn. So it's always a concern with coal. I'm just ever so carefully controlling the airflow, making sure that it gets hot enough to forge, but not too hot that it burns. It's very close to that you try to keep wrought iron, otherwise it likes to fall apart. This is wagon wheel wrought iron, so it likes to fall apart particularly. It's a big fan of that. That's good. heat up this area again and try to bring it to this thickness here. When you walk that fire up like I did with the heat, with the air, you consume more fuel. So you need to make sure that you're always adding in order to make sure that you have enough to be able to keep your fire the right size. If your fire is too small, it won't adequately heat your piece. If it's too large, you might have the opposite problem. It's too hot too quick. You get out of control. A fire will double its size every 2 minutes if it's left to itself. It means it grows exponentially, which means if you have a larger fire, it's very easy to get that larger fire very hot very quick. A smaller fire, the opposite is true. It may sound obvious, larger fires are hotter, but when you're playing with the temperature so very carefully, it's an important distinction, an important thing to take note of. I love the smell of the coal foliage. It smells nice. We're ready now. And we need to make this 18 centimeters. So we definitely have far more than enough. This section that we've heated will essentially become it. We're going to try and make that a little smaller now. We'll take that out and put that in, throw a little bit more coal into the fire. This has two effects. It, of course, returns coal that's been consumed by the fire, not returns it, but replenishes. And it also has the effect of creating sort of an oven. When you put coal over top of the piece, it'll heat the piece more evenly. It'll heat it from the bottom up and then back from the top down, as the coals that you put on top of it reflect the heat down. Kind of almost makes it a little oven. There's specific techniques you can use with water in order to create like a dome and that kind of thing, but it's just, there's too much to screw around with right now. So we just do it like this. Good. I'm going to come around from the other side now, back to this end. And I'm going to try and match this section now to this section.
Let's see. How are we doing here? Finally a live stream again, at least on YouTube. Yes, Alexander, so happy to be back on here. Is this for real live or fake one? It is a for real live. Yes, this crazy Viking is really doing this. Tito, yes, absolutely. Enjoy your stories. Thank you very much. Lily, yes. Yes, you are. You are working me hard, Lily. It's true. But it's okay. We're going to get yours forged properly again. And then we'll get his and yours both in an acid bath. And then they'll be ready to engrave, carve the rune into it. And then at that point it'll be ready. The acid kind of is kind of like an overnight thing. So it'll be probably tomorrow. I'm hoping that these will be both ready to go. That'll be fantastic. I've taken to putting everybody's arm rings in a bath of acid, and for the acid I just use what do you call it? Vinegar. Vinegar in a crock pot, and so it just heats at very low heat for a long period of time, and then it shuts off automatically.
I see you.
Neighbors at home.
I see you. Hi. It's raining though. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Were you hiding from me? Okay.
My neighbors are nice. I like my neighbors. Okay, no lower than that, unless I risk breaking it. So, 18. Okay. Well, I won't be able to do it all in one heat, but I'm gonna bring this section here down, and then bring this section down here again, and then a couple of more heats on this section here in order to make it match this section here, which I should be bringing down to almost a final square, and then I'll come to the edge of the anvil and I'll forge this way in towards just on one plane, and that will make it so that it's no longer a square but a bit of a rectangle. And then I'll come back again, clean that all up, and it should be ready at that point then to forge the little the ends of it on and cut it to the proper size. Cut it to the proper size, forge the ends of it on, put a touch mark on the ends, make sure that it's all nice and straight and perfect and hot brushed and looking good, and then bend it to the proper size. And that will be the end of the forging. We've got a little bit to go yet. One online on TikTok, that's pretty cool. This is a knife that I made under one of the last blood moons, actually. It was an interesting experience. I'm going to be making knives very similar to this and putting those up on vikingorblood.com where you can also order arm rings. The one that I'm doing right now is a wrought iron arm ring. Normally I don't do wrought iron because it's such a pain in the neck, and Yeah. So that's just kind of a one-off thing, but there I do have arm rings on there as well, and they look pretty nice too. Getting close, not quite there yet. Do what I was talking about before, locking the heat up with the airflow. Go. Nice. Just a little convenience bend at the end. Looks like we're going to be about this long that we need. If you'd like to get a view of the forge, take a look on my TikTok, and you'll see a live there. You can see it here. Cool. Now we can cut. 18 right there. Super scientific measurements, I know. I find forging by eye to be faster, more efficient, just as precise when it comes to things like my arm rings. I used to measure everything very carefully. Now I do everything very carefully but by eye, and it works very well. That is our piece. Now this hammer is too big. We will be using this little one now. Looking good. Small bit of cracking towards the end here, just the tiniest little bit. So I'm going to brush it and borax it before I forge it anymore. Because if you don't dress this up now, it'll be a problem later. And later will come very soon. And then it'll be a big problem. No problem. We don't want any problems. That is a brown recluse. It's your spider. Hey, hello, Mr. Brown Recluse. He is hiding on the other side of my brick. They're venomous, and I normally kill them if they're inside my house, but he's not inside my house, he's outside on my forge. I'm gonna let him stay. He's getting warmed by the fire. It's kind of cool. We're getting very close to this guy here now. So we're gonna get the borax out. There it is. My borax spoon. The temperature's too hot, it just falls all off. You need a little bit of it to stick. Don't create this oxygen barrier. That's what we're really doing with this borax. It creates an oxygen barrier so that you can re-weld the steel back together. Because oxygen inhibits the weld. Put that in there very gently. It's going to bring the heat up very slowly. And we'll bring it over there. Alright, you all ready? Here we come. Perfect, perfect. Nice. Hot brush. Just like that, them little cracks are all gone. Beautiful. That's what I like. I like it when it works like that. So we're pretty close to about the right length now as well. Got a little bit of rag on the end here. I don't like that. One sec. Belt grind it off. A belt grinder is by far the quickest and most efficient way to take off that end. Look at that. Nice. So, now that we got that fixed, we're ready to stretch this out. Those goes there. This here, we don't want it to fall into the forge. We want it to rest perfectly inside this. Well, remember how I was talking about a little dome that I could create? I sort of have that going in here, and so the end of this should get extremely hot. The rest of it, and which will keep it hot enough so that when we get to the end of it, it won't split apart as we forge this way on the far edge of the anvil, which is the closest side to you. I'm just going to put you off at just a tiny little bit of an angle here. There. Or how about that? You like the view of the motorcycle a little? Motorcycle's good. There we go. Let's see. Good to see you swinging the hammer. Thank you. Thank you. So you broke it, dude. Guess you can still fit together something. Short guy or something. Welcome. Change two purposes. Someone paid you enough. Would you make a Nordic style sword / knife? Yes. Yes, it would, Tyler. I am working on making, bringing some knives to market. They are knives that I like to make. I've decided that I'm no longer forging anything unless I love to forge it. I was getting inundated with all these different crazy things, and I just have so much on my plate, so I'm going to make what I want to make. And so right now I want to make arm rings, runes, and now I'm going to add in these knives. This one is made of file, excuse me, brain fart there. This one's made from a file. I'll be making other knives in this similar pattern, but out of 5160, out of spring steel. I think it's a vastly superior steel. I just wanted to make a knife out of this file that I've had forever, and it was perfect. So this is just for me knife. But the other ones I'll be making out of 5160, which is actually a better steel. All right, and making sure we don't burn anything. See what I mean about nice and hot by the time we get to the end? That is just what we want right there. Want it any wider? Want it any thinner? And we're going to get this hot again, and we're going to address these edges so that this is easy and nice to wear on the wrist. It's wonderful to be back forging with you guys on a live, with you, sorry, I shouldn't say you guys, men, women, dogs, all sorts of people watching. It's nice to be back forging on YouTube live again with you, and so thank you for joining me. I haven't been idle in my absence from this YouTube channel. In fact, I've been quite busy. I've been setting up some stores, some online stores for the selling of my wares and some other wares that I have
found that are excellent. And those are all for sale on vikingerblood.com. I believe there's a link in my bio. VIKINGERBLOOD.com. You can order arm rings on there and soon knives as well as there is a Runes of the Week set, and there will be a full rune set that needs to be put up on there as well. Let's see, what else? I went viral on TikTok with 2 different accounts, and so my martial arts that I do was apparently quite popular as well, to the tune of 345,000 people. Which is just awesome. So TikTok has been taking up a great deal of my time because of the massive number of people watching. I'm sorry that, whoops, drop forge. I'm sorry that my blacksmithing has been taking somewhat of a back seat to it. But, they say strike while the iron is hot. Now that I've established that account and everything that's going on with it, I have time to be back forging again. And so here we are, back forging. It has been a hell of a year, hasn't it? Helped save a baby's life the other day. That was pretty fun. Poor little thing. It's gonna die. Drop forge. One of my dreams is to become a blacksmith. God bless you, friend. Thank you very much. Nice, congrats, man. That's a nice looking knife. Thank you. Oh, I thought he just dipped it in the borax to make it glow red. That's not a little house. It's like a barbecue. Not a house, cold forge. Where's the house burning behind the workbench. I getcha. That's hilarious. I'm so glad you're loving it, Lily. That's fantastic. That's awesome. This arm ring is for Lily. I hope it's okay that I tell people that. It's been wonderful talking with you, and we've both had our own stuff. It's kind of been pretty cool, actually. I love that you love watching all this. It's great. Like I put these videos up for Lily. I wasn't going to live stream, but she was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "All right, cool." And so I've been trying to get it going for the last few days. Let's see. Hello to everybody on TikTok. It is. I could sleep to this. Fantastic. This is relaxing. It's so great. I find it finding a quiet space. That's nice. Some smiles. Some people joining. Tried to cold forge home about 3 years ago. Never used it. Still on your to-do list. Where is he? He's forging. All right. Let's see. Gotta get it before I start. Burn. Hope the video is still going strong. Alright, and that is as far as I can forge that, unfortunately. I want to go just a little further, but
You must abide by the rules of the wrought iron, otherwise it will beat the crap out of you and break. So we want to match this part here with this part here. I think I have but one option. That is to come to here. It could work. But if I were just to heat this section up and continue to work here and keep the edges as I go, that could also work. There is more than one thing I could do, because I don't want to use the horn to make this thing curved, because I've been working so hard to make it straight. You understand, when you forge a piece of metal, you put all sorts of little dents and dings into it. That's what you're doing. That's how it moves the metal. And it's very easy to put unwanted movements into your steel if you're not careful. I don't want to put the movements of this. It will draw it out too much. I like this better. Now, thinking here, I'm going to need a different pair of tongs. Where are my other tongs? Ah, here they are. We are back, Lily, to these size tongs again. You recall? At the beginning of this video, that's what we were using. There's some fire. Coal sure is interesting stuff. Compressed carbon. Continue that pressure to make diamonds. You can use it to manipulate metal or an entire atmosphere, an ecosystem. Oh, hail to the carbon atom. For without it, we could not exist. This iron was forged in the heart of a dying star. This was the iron in your blood. That's something. That is something. Almost to the right temperature. Very nice. That is exactly what I was after. Now let's turn it around and do it again to the other side. We are growing in length. Yes, we are now 21 centimeters long, Lily. Almost, yeah. Which is, of course, bigger than what we want, but that's fine. We can always cut down a little bit. It's a lot easier to cut off than it is to add. Better to be larger than smaller. Far better to be larger. That works in just about every aspect, except for when fitting neatly into overhead storage bins. Then it's better to be small. Air ducts, you know, if you're in like an 80s action movie. That's why Sylvester Stallone did so well. It's like this tall. mist. There's a mist and rain really right now. Let's see here. And your first armband watching me, that's fantastic. Where do you get some of your tales? From Norse mythology. Hey Joey, a long time. I thought I saw one of your hammers. Joey! Hello! Cool. Coal forging is amazing. Cheers from Brazil. Joey, how have you been? Yes. This hammer was made by Joey Vandersteeg and Alex Steele. They made it together for me. It's pretty cool. It's my favorite hammer. Now, let's make sure I don't burn this. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, just about where we want, but I'd like it to be a little bit more even. Too many hills and valleys for me. Put that back in there. Hopefully Joey's still here. Maybe, maybe not. Hello, Cardinal Creations. Nice to see you in here. Ah, there's Joey. How have you been, Joe? I've been quite busy. I've been on TikTok. TikTok is awesome. Why must it do that? There we are. Hello again. Why must it do that to me? Okay, turn you around. There we go. We are back indeed, my friend. I'm sorry about that. Let's try moving it over this way a little bit. Trying to get better signal, I guess. I have a connection problem right now, unfortunately. Oh, good. I didn't ruin anything. Coal forge always scares me, Joey. I'm always afraid I'm going to burn something, and I often do. Especially when I'm live streaming stuff. You know what I mean? Tension is not always perfect. That one time, right near the end, usually when it goes bad, isn't it? Well, this didn't go bad so far. So far, so good. I'm going to forge the end here now. Get that where I want it. I like the rest of it. Thickness is good. Straightness is good. Oh, it's just a little off, but it's okay. That's going to be the next thing to get done. Letting the fire go down in size. I'm not adding more coal to it right now because I want the small fire because I'm heating a very small end. You can see sparks coming out of here, but it's not from the steel that I am trying to heat. It must be from something else that's already in there. probably from when I was burning metal earlier. As I tapped it around, it started to sparkle. Let's put this up here. The Canadian staple. There, just 'cause it's funny. There we are. Not too bad. Now we need to put a touch mark on that. Here is a touch mark. Just need some tongs to hold it. Well, I have tongs specifically for this operation, but I don't know where they're at right now, and honestly, I don't feel like looking for them is the wisest idea. Here's my lead hammer, my touch mark. And there we are. There's a touch mark. And we'll do the same thing to the other end. Oh, actually, you know what? We should hot brush this. Oh, we have a quick moment. There we go. This end could just use the tiniest bit of tidying before I create the end. There. Had my glasses on. Smoke up higher. It's a good thing. Considerate of the neighbors. So let's move this out of the way. Bring this back up. Now we will do the end. Let's take a look at some comments here, guys. Thank you, Alexander, for dropping in. Internal timer, associated stock size. After a certain time, you'll know it must be ready. It won't burn if you leave it any longer. Yes, I have that sometimes. I have a repeater, and the repeater is acting up. Yes, Alexander. I never realized that TikTok did live. I thought it was all hot girls lip syncing. It is not all that. There is a lot of that. And if you click like on those videos, then you will see more of those videos. But there's also, just like YouTube, everything else you could possibly imagine. Whatever it is that you click on the most is what you see the most of. So I see mostly blacksmithing, Viking stuff, and yeah, mostly it. Give that a little bit more attention. Some more heat. Now, bear with me for a moment. A little lower, see if we can get just a little hotter. That's all right. Now we'll put a touch mark in it. See some clinker in here, so I'm going to pull that out while I got it accessible. It's only small, hasn't grown large yet. Whenever you clear clinker out of your forge, you increase airflow, and that means your stuff will burn more easily now. Yeah, it's raining a bit, y'all. There, it's a little straighter now. Better for the touch mark. My touch mark here. Well, get this hot. If you want to be able to see what I'm seeing right now, you can go check out my TikTok video. I'm currently live on it right now. I've got 80-something thousand followers on one of my accounts on TikTok. And this phone right now is giving you a bird's eye view of the fire pot. You can see the metal heating up. Although you can see mostly fire. Front porch. Let's we got it on one side, but we got it on the other side. It's gonna have it on both sides, I guess. Let's do that. Oh, cool. Yours is gonna have 4 touch marks, Lily. It's a special one. Nobody else has had that. It's what is affectionately referred to as a rapid redesign. Works very well. Now that hammer is too light. The other hammer is too heavy. This hammer should be perfect. All right, here we are. Let's go. Beautiful. That's great. All right. Now for the other end. let's see here. Thread. You went somewhere and I paused it like an idiot. I went to do something and came back here. I was waiting for you to come back when it was paused. Double touch marks extra special. A Canadian staple indeed. A stuttering repeater. I've never realized TikTok did lines. Touch mark is woot. Very good. Very good. And we're about ready. Put the last one on now, Lily. Then we'll be able to bend it. After hot brushing, of course. There we are. All right. Let's bend this in. Off my beard. For the bending, we're going to use a wooden mallet. This wooden mallet was sent to me by a subscriber. It's freaking awesome. And God, his name escapes me at this very moment. He's really cool. He has his own YouTube channel. Oh, what the heck is his name? God, it's gonna bug me all day. Raven Wolf Forge? That is gonna bug me. I'm sorry, I can't remember at this very moment. It was literally like years ago.
Everybody wants to burn in hell, but everybody's got a soul to sell. When I was young, my mama gave
Sorry about that. Wooden mallet is awesome, Dread. Like, I love mine. Mine was falling apart, so I added a little Gorilla Tape to it. You know, like a metal band almost, to try to hold it together a little longer, and it's worked pretty well. But probably could use another few layers. Things got made a lot of use, but I mean, did a really good job. Made out of apple wood, that one. Apple wood. Get the forge going here, some folks. So, can you make me a knife? Yes, I need to be making more knives very soon. You'll be able to order them through vikingorblood.com. A deer hunting knife. Yes, I can. Side. And then we'll do the other, like that. feels it's in, like it's in the right spots. I went to my chiropractor today. And he put me back in the line. Put everything back into place. My fire is getting very, very small. It's going to burn out pretty soon, which is just fine because it's a very small fire that I need right now. This side needs to come down a little more, and this side needs to come in just a little bit. We're very close. That's a drop forge. What? That side now. And we are going to probably have to add a little fuel to this fire. Well, maybe not. Let's see what. Gonna be a little floppy, I think. This is gonna be a job for the device. So we're not gonna be able to do this with wrought. End up cracking it. So let me heat this up again. Wires here. These aren't ideal because they've got pretty sharp edge on them, but they might just be the trick. I'm going to put this in the post vise here. Huh! How do you like that view? Except for I'm going to be blocking the post vise. Stand here. What time it is? That looks perfect. That'll sit nicely on the wrist. Okay, now we've got to turn around to the other side. Wow. Very close. And the other side needs to be done. Very good. Same idea. Make this that way. There. It's not quite 100% even. this side drops a little sooner than this side does. And that will open this mouth up just a touch. I'm gonna fix that. I'm just gonna leave the camera at the angle that it's at. Hopefully that's adequate for you. If you'd like a view of the fire pot, you can check out my TikTok at Freeze Forge, and my other TikTok, if in case you're curious, is about martial arts and self-development and things like that, and that is Freedom, FRIIDOM 2, or 222. I think Freedom 2. Freedom 2 on TikTok and Freedom 222 on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. That account's doing well. 345,000 followers strong now. So that's cool. When we get to 500,000, I'm giving away a sword. That is now much more centered. I'm just going to put the vise, a little bit of heat that we have left in it. Get it straightened. Already almost there. There. The other side's still good. Right on. Okay. Hard part's over. And now, the drop. After it's done, you drop it onto the floor. Just like Dropnir makes 8 new arm rings as they drip from it. Of course, for a woman, so it's too small for me, but it should be just perfect for you, Lily. Yeah. Very close. There we go. And this one as well fits much better for me, even though it's actually a little large on me. There we are, Lily. Hope you like them. We will put these in an acid bath. That's my dog barking. We're gonna put these in an acid bath. Come on, if I get it off. After I wire wheel it, and then, oh look, one nestles nicely into the other. And after I wire wheel them, then they will get an acid bath, and that will etch them nicely. And then we'll be able to engrave it. Put the rune on it, I mean to say, and then it'll basically be done, man. Very, very cool. Yeah, just a little bit of the splitting. It's going to look really nice when this comes out in the etch. These arm rings are going to match wonderfully. So, sorry for just standing there staring at them. Would you like a closer look? These ones, normally I do them with twists and things in them, but these, I was having difficulty with this wrought iron, so. 2 lilies requirements and measurements. We have 2 arm rings, all complete. How about that? Well, let's take a quick peek here, see what we can see. They look amazing. Oh, that's wonderful. It's hard to begin, Joyce. Flawless rounding form, by the way. Thank you very much. You're split down the middle. You're trying to get an axe head off. I saw that. Mallet. Oh, sorry, you destroyed your wooden mallet. Never mind. I was thinking of somebody else's axe that they were making. It was wrought iron, and they split it down the middle. All right. Well, that is going to be good for now, my friends. Thank you very much for stopping by. Go to vikingorblood.com. You can order an arm ring there, and in not too long of an order, you'll be able to order a knife similar to this one. It will be made out of 5160 spring steel. There's also all sorts of really cool stuff on there as well, including a katana if you're interested in a budget cutter katana. This isn't something that I've made, just so you know. And thank you very much for stopping in and for joining me in the live. We will see you next time. And I'm working on more videos and everything like that as well, focusing the attention back towards the forging. Again, thank you for your patience. And if you want to check out my other accounts on TikTok, it's FreezeForge, @FreezeForge, all one word. And my other one is Freedom2, FRIIDOM2. That one's at, I think, 345,000 followers now, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about that. Thank you very much for watching. May the Force serve you well.